The movements involved in pro and recreational sport, all of the exercises that you perform in the gym, and the majority of the daily activities that you perform throughout a day all have one thing in common. They're built from a series of fundamental movement patterns. Learning and practicing these movement patterns is going to be the key to injury prevention and improving your physical performance. In the How to Move series, I'm going to show you how to perform all of these fundamental movement patterns so that you can move your best. Hi guys, welcome back to Stout Sport Performance. I'm Austin Stout, and in today's video, we're going to talk about the concept of bracing. Now, bracing isn't actually one of these fundamental movement patterns that I talked about in the introduction, but this is going to be a fundamental concept that we need to grasp and we need to incorporate into our movement if we're going to perform these other fundamental movement patterns with good quality. And that's going to be, again, the key to helping us remain injury-free and allowing us to chase better and better performance. This is going to be the start, this concept of bracing. So I want us to think about bracing. I'm sure we've all had times like this in our life where we're not expecting it, and right at the last second, we realize, oh shit, we're about to get punched in the stomach or hit with a ball, or something is going to hit us and it's not going to feel good. And if we notice this with enough time, I'm sure if you think about this, you're going to remember this. You squeezed the hell out of this area of your body. You got tense. You probably got tense throughout your whole body, but I'm positive that you got tense in this area of your body. And that's bracing. And that's something that we're going to need to practice incorporating at lower intensities, but it's something that we're going to need to incorporate to make sure that our core is in a good position and that we're using our core for what it was intended, which is transmitting forces throughout the body and not producing forces on its own. So I want to work you through an exercise here that I've seen from Stuart McGill. He's a world-renowned back expert, and this is called a curl up. And what this exercise is going to do for us is allow us to work on this concept of bracing, which is really going to allow us to make sure we maintain our torso position throughout movement and make sure that we can efficiently transmit energy throughout the body. And that's going to be key if you're somebody chasing performance, but also key if you're somebody looking to prevent injury or lower back pain, for example. So we're going to come to the mat here. We're going to lay down on our backs. And the key to this movement is going to be making sure that we're completely engaged in our core before we actually raise from this lying position. So if you're new to this exercise, what you can do and what I want you to do is bring your hand to your elbow, this section of your arm, bring your forearm, and just lay that on the ground. That's going to stay on the ground throughout this exercise. Now from this lying position, I want you to tense all of the muscles at the lower part of your torso. So this is going to be the more classic muscles that you think of, your rectus abdominis, your ab muscles, your obliques. Those are the sides of your body, and then also the muscles that are in the back of your body as well, the lower back muscles. Now there's other muscles being engaged, some deeper muscles being engaged, but you're not going to have to think about that. Just worry about getting tense in this area. Now it shouldn't feel like you're necessarily sucking in, and it shouldn't feel like you're pushing out. It should just feel like you're getting tense in this entire area. Now when you've done that, all we're going to do is try to maintain this position and avoid any bending, flexion, or extension in our lower back or in the front side of our body. And we're just going to raise up about 5-10 centimeters, not higher, and we're going to hold here trying to maintain this tension throughout that lower torso, throughout our core. Now after about 10 seconds, we're going to lower back down, we're going to re-engage, and we're going to raise again. Now I don't use this often as a progressive exercise for clients, but I do use it a lot to teach people about the concept of bracing, because like I said, this is going to be the fundamental piece to good movement. This is going to be point number one if we're going to perform other fundamental movement patterns with good quality. So that's the concept of bracing. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, and please subscribe to our channel for more. In the next video, I'm going to give you the bracing sequence, and I'm going to challenge you to incorporate the bracing sequence into your life to help you begin to move better and take up better positions throughout your day.